What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So when it comes to cryptocurrency, right, I've mentioned a while ago and how much I want to make from it and how much I expect to make from it. And this was when my portfolio, I believe, was sitting at somewhere around 50 to 60,000. And right now it has grown, but I've also added some things to the table. And I wanted to talk about exactly how much I plan on gaining from those things, and the overall portfolio. Now, understand that this is not exactly to the T when it comes to how much my portfolio is worth versus how much I'm going to make, but it's around the ballpark. Let's say that that's the case. And even though we have a specific number that's here, I'm still going to give you a range of what I expect to make because honestly, I don't need to make that much. But I wanted to talk about what the expectation is and kind of where the expectation is for the high point. It doesn't mean that I will physically make that amount. That's the reason why I'm giving you a range because I typically develop some sort of exit plan strategy within it, and I'm going to take profits as time goes on. I'm not going to have that specific amount for the all-time high, right? Does that make sense? So if you guys could make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to check out my link for Margex, feel free to check that out as well. You can trade Jasmy Coin at 50x leverage, XRP at 50x leverage, BTC at 100x leverage. However, I always push for 5 to 10x leverage. Give yourself a chance for not being liquidated, because if you have 100x leverage, that means if you lose 1%, if the position drops by 1%, you can lose everything that you invested into the project. So feel free to check that out and explore it. I recommend testing it with like maybe $10 or even $1, just trying to get your feet wet in leverage trading, and then you can go and make larger moves. But make sure you understand the risk that you're taking. But if we look at my portfolio where it currently stands, it's at $181,000, give or take a few thousands of dollars with different positions that I didn't add onto CoinMarketCap. But it sits here at $181,000, and I added quite a bit to the portfolio. If you didn't know, I added a bunch in XRP, where I have 80,000 XRP now, and I also added a bunch into Chronos. I added a bunch, or I didn't add a bunch in here, but I added some into Vitalik Smart Gas, which also gave me a decent amount of a return there, which I ended up putting some in CRO, so kind of moving that to different places. Grok as well, that has growth, and just a lot of other things that I added to my portfolio. Book of Meme, I added 416,000 Book of Meme, or about 4,000 or $5,000 worth of Book of Meme. I believe this is going to go so much further than where it is, but we'll talk about that as we break things down. And then if we go into other things that I did add to my portfolio, I added Litecoin, more Litecoin in my portfolio. I should have 86. That's over here. I think it's 86. I'm not sure. It might be 82, because I'm not sure if I'm taking that 1,000 that I have over in Margex and actually adding that to my portfolio, or I'm just pocketing it. I don't know what I'm doing with that money, because I want to be able to, pay off things with high interest, and that's always great. But I did add some Litecoin to my portfolio, and that has to be added to the list from the last time we looked at it, and some other things as well. Again, Book of Meme, Litecoin has been added, and I think VSG needs to be added as well. So we're going to go over to the portfolio, or a full breakdown as to what I plan to gain. Now, I wanted to start by saying this is the reason why we're not going to see the full amount that we're looking at. This right here. So when you look at an exit plan, right, I have exit plan strategies that I build into Excel. And if you guys want this spreadsheet, go over to Patreon and you guys can find it over there. But I build an exit plan strategy every time I invest heavily into a project, so that I can take my initial investment at a place to where I feel like it's comfortable and makes me feel better about holding. Like, imagine this gets to a $3 price point for XRP, and I'm sitting at $240,000. Yes, I do currently have about $40,000, but if I'm sitting at $240,000, it kind of hurts a lot of people's pockets to hold on to $240,000 when you have other things that you can use that money for, right? even though you still have a chance for this to honestly come back from $240,000 or a $3 level. So I always like to take not only my initial investment, sometimes I'll take profit, and sometimes I'll build up to that initial investment, right? If my initial investment is $40,000, I'm taking it over time. And as it gets to $9, I'll take, that $40,000 total. But the point is it makes me feel a lot better about holding. So with that being said, you have to take all of this that I go through here with a grain of salt. So how much do I plan on gaining here with my crypto portfolio? Well, currently I have about 180,000. Like I said, give or take a few thousand. I didn't go through and adjust all of the prices and all the things there. But I'm not really adjusting the overall expected highs. So with this, you can see like my current balance of some 40,000, 34,000, 6,000 or whatever, right? I believe VSG is at 17,000. Some things are at 10 or 20,000, right? So with these, I have expected highs. So for something like XRP, an expected high that's reality is about $20. And at that expected high with 80,000 share size, that would be $1.6 million. I've talked about that within my exit plan strategy. However, I do plan on making a lot more than that as time goes on, but this is just primarily for this bull run, right? So CRO, I see that getting to a level of $3, which would be $792,000. You have Lunic that's sitting at 1.6 million if it gets to a level of 3 cents, which honestly would be a very high market cap. So 1 to 3 cents would be that level. You have Jasmine Coin getting to $1.50, which would be 1.5 million. Grok getting to $3, which honestly wouldn't be a crazy market cap, and it would be a $3 million balance. If we scroll all the way down to something that I think is going to be massive, right? Farm, 200,000. I'm just going through the big ones. Bohm is a new one that I added that will be 416,000. I expect to gain about 83,000 from Litecoin as it gets to a level of $1,000. And honestly, that's a comfortable level. I would still think that Litecoin has the ability to not only get to $1,000, but also get to $2,000, right? $1,000 for this would be an $84 million or $billion market cap. $84 billion market cap. I feel like Litecoin can get past it. But then we talk about other ones, right? New ones that are added to the list here. Boom will be $416,000 at a $1 price point. You have VSG that will be a $1 price point as well. And that honestly, that depends, right? That will be $10 million. I currently have 10 million that's in there. And the reason why I say VSG will be a level of $1 is because I believe that not only will we see growth and popularity based on the marketing and all these other things that they have associated with it, but you also will see a hyper deflationary aspect to it, which I do plan on going through in another video. I will talk about the full hyper deflationary aspect of projects, and if something has the ability to burn off a lot of the supply, how much you can gain from it. So overall, give or take millions, going from 180,000 to 19.6 million dollars. Now, this is a high expectation. Understand that this will probably not be the case. If it is, fantastic. But I don't necessarily need that much money. So what I typically will do is I will take my exit plan and I will build out my exit plan to where I can gain a certain amount. And I can show you guys what I expect to gain based on all of my exit plans, which would be really cool to display. So my range is anywhere between $5 to $20 million, right? It's a huge range. I don't necessarily need 10 million. I don't necessarily need 20 million. It would be great to have it, but I don't necessarily need it because I can honestly have 1 million or 2 million and be able to easily or comfortably live off of that and build interest with that, collect dividends and be able to collect about 100,000, 200,000 every year in livable income just based off of the money working for me, right? So I know that a lot of people will look at this and go, that's ridiculous, Matt. That is a high level to get to. I don't think that's ridiculous, right? There's also other things that I feel like are going to explode a lot further. I feel like XRP is going to explode further than $20. I feel like, CRO may have the chance to go a lot further than $3 as well, depending on if they decide to burn again, right? You never know. And then VSG, you really never know exactly how far that's going to go, and so many other things that are out there as well. So anyways, let me know what you think about my breakdown. I decided to put that out there just to let you guys know what I expect to make. And if I do, I don't know if I'll necessarily be as transparent as I am now, because there are some crazy people out there that just don't that maybe know where you are or where you live, and it's just not a good situation to show exactly how much you have as you get into the millions. So I will explain some things. I'll probably throw some ranges out there, but we'll see how that all plays out, because yeah. Anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.